This is my mom and her sister.
Flipping through the pages from the past, Brenda Morgan Backey remembers how her mother paved the way for the future.
She was raised Seventh-day Adventist, so a little on the meek side, but feisty when called to be that.
July 16th, 1944, Irene Morgan was ready to answer.
She said, "You do what you have to do, but I'm not getting up."
On a crowded Greyhound bus leaving her mother's home in Hayes, Virginia, Morgan kept her seat to take a stand.
When the driver looked, there were no more seats available for whites in that section. So that's when he proceeded to come to the back and tell my mother she had to get up.
Backey remembers the stories her mother told her about that fateful day.
"Well, what did you feel when they arrested you and dragged you off the bus?" And she said, "Well, you pick the hill you want to die on." So she said, and that was my hill.
Morgan demanded equal rights 11 years before Rosa Parks did the same.
It was cited, refused to surrender her seat to a member of the white race is how it was done. So she said, that one I will never pay.
The NAACP took her case, and in a landmark ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down a Virginia law requiring racial segregation on commercial interstate. Ever so humble, Morgan didn't want the accolades, but they eventually came her way. Her most recent honor would come where it all started.
About 25 miles north of here.
76 years later, a historical marker in Hayes commemorates Morgan's journey to making history at the site where it all began.
She would like her legacy to stand that as she stood up, let others do the same.
In Hayes, Kofo Lasaki, News 3.